All right, coming on live. We're gonna be doing a multi-topic live stream. Jeffrey Epstein, Donald Trump connections through my intel, because we're being lied to so much, people. I'm not saying that I'm perfect, but my information's 100 times more accurate than the mainstream media. Because we pull no punches here at Matrix Decoded. We don't hide the truth. We don't run from the truth. We run at it. So, if you guys are wondering, because we're getting so much disinformation, I want to let you guys in on what's going on. Okay. Like, of course, I don't have any classified information here, but this is classic whitewash media, multimedia, mainstream media, Epstein whitewash. So, we're going to go over because, I haven't done heavy research, but it's just common sense, intuition. And everyone you listen to on the internet's a fucking liar, cheapskate, grifter, scam artist, talking point, talking head type of person. Okay. So Epstein and Trump were fucking friends, really good friends. Now, we do have to keep in mind there's two narratives. There's the Trump narrative, which is obviously a lie. It's obviously narcissistically driven. It's obviously not after the truth unless it makes Trump look good. Then there's the other side, which is the Democrat side, which lies on Trump, wants Trump to look bad. Okay, they want to make money off Trump, and they do cover up things for Trump. This is something we're going to discuss. That these two work in tandem, and they're setting up the definition of the most black and white Hegelian dialectic I've ever seen. Okay, so Trump isn't a good guy, but the Democrats aren't the good guys either. These are two warring factions of evil because this is a two-headed monster system. Trump lied and made it seem like he was one of us. That's the only difference, because he's basically a tactical insertion of conspiracy theorists to gain the votes of conspiracy theorists, which were growing in number. Okay. So Epstein and Trump were best friends from what I gather. I'm not going to act like everything because only these two know the truth, right? From the early 90s to about 2000 and I don't know, 3 or 4, right? So, what were these guys doing together? Okay. Now, according to the media, Epstein was trafficking girls to an island. Okay. They were being cloned. They were blackmailing politicians, high level celebrities. There's a client list, there's a black book, and there's a cover up. Okay. So that's what's going on. Now, if they released everything, let's say this was true and they released this, right? Like it would destabilize the government, at least temporarily. We lose faith in the government. It'd be a huge scandal. These things have happened before, okay? In England, particularly. Okay, these sex scandals with children involved and things with politicians. And nothing ever really comes of it. It just always ends up being a cover up. Okay. Because people are basically stupid. We don't ask for the truth. We don't protest. Like in order for there not to be a cover up, we have to not be distracted and protest and stick to the problem. Back in the day when people used to protest like civil rights or the Rodney King riots, people were stuck on that fucking problem mentally, and they were making noise about it and they weren't going to stop. Okay. Now we have distractions with the internet. So it's like, yeah, you're like that for a few hours, then something else happens and you completely forget. All they have to do is bombard you with new news stories, and you're not going to be as angry as before. Okay. So let's go into Donald Trump. He's a weird guy. He's a businessman. Let's go into his sexual proclivities. I don't even know how to say that word right now. His perversion sexually. So the dude is an adulterer. He sleeps with people's wives. This has been confirmed. Okay. He's one of these dudes that sleeps with people's wives that are like his friends. Like, you shouldn't sleep with anyone's wife. But if you do, make sure it's not someone you know or someone that's close to you, because that's extra. It's always bad, but it's, you're a real piece of shit. You do it to like a friend or a family member, right? Uh Like that's a real sin right there. Like, so he has no, and that's from a source of insecurity. Okay, Donald Trump is obsessed with beauty. So we're gonna go into like his mindset because he's easy to read. He's an easy person to read. He's obsessed with beauty. He's a germaphobe. Uh, he's obsessed with beautiful people, male and female. He's a germaphobe. Uh, he has low self-esteem secretly about his looks. Okay, now he might be braggadocious or whatever, but about his looks, he's really self-aware about. He knows that he's not good looking, but he tries to looks max because he wants to be around beautiful women. So it's a dude that has had pageants, Miss USA, Miss Universe pageants, and he used his money. You know, he has business sense, but he used his money to put himself in position to be around beautiful women. Okay, so his thing is beautiful women, adult women. Okay, now as far as teenagers go, the only fucking weird thing Donald Trump has done has made comments on his daughter, which very weird fucking comments. Like, your daughter is not that fucking hot, dude. Like, to be honest, you know, she got some big fake tits. That's about it. But yeah, he makes comments on her, inappropriate comments. There's pictures of his daughter dressing, you know, like he's dating his daughter and he's parading her around in fucking, you know, risque dresses and shit at age 12, 13. So Epstein, I mean, let's go over Epstein. So Epstein is the same way. He likes women, but you know, obviously he probably abused some teenagers. Okay, he's probably had sex with teenagers. Uh but we're gonna go into his operation. His operation is an intelligence operation. So when you hear about Epstein, you're like, oh, this is the first time this has happened. No, it's actually not. The modeling industry is a human trafficking hub. Like these fucking like older dudes that are model CEO of fashion industry and shit like that. They use their power to sleep with women, manipulate these women, starve these women, get these women addicted to drugs. Not all the time, but they, you know, these are ugly old ass dudes and they're in a position of power to boss around young hot tail. So there's, you know, there's been times when models have been sex trafficked and shit like that. Okay. So the modeling industry, especially like kids and teenagers and things like that. So Epstein wasn't the first person to do this. What he was doing, again, disgusting, wrong, should be made a big deal about. But when it comes to actual crime, it's not a big deal. The only big deal about what Epstein was doing when it comes to that human trafficking stuff, okay? The only big deal Epstein was doing was blackmailing people, okay? Like that is serious crime, like fucking, but these, you know, this stuff is happening to small children in Disney. What Epstein is doing is happening right now in Disney, in Nickelodeon, okay? When you get these adults, group of adults that work in the children industry, whether it's modeling, entertainment, all it takes, let's say there's 100,000 adults that work in this industry. All it takes is 0.5% of these people to get together over time and start scheming, start doing drugs, meth, cocaine, changing their personality, and then start making these like scheming type of things where they're trafficking and things like this. Like this stuff happens. It happens in the industry. What happened was Jeffrey Epstein, okay, this is what he was doing, and this is where him and Trump were involved. Okay, Jeffrey Epstein, and this is from me learning this shit. Okay, Jeffrey Epstein was a money launderer. Okay, I think Donald Trump and Epstein were buddies, like as in they would find women, adult women that they like try to hook up with and things like that. Go to parties. Okay, talk about women. Like there are two men that were hunting women, basically, like adult women as friends, like, oh shit, look at that lady's tits at this party. Ho ho ho, is that so and so's wife? And they try to like fucking bang people's wives and fucking shit like that. Now, another thing they were doing, Trump and Epstein, were money laundering. Both Trump and Epstein are intelligence assets. Like, what don't you understand about that? Donald Trump is an intelligence asset. Okay. He could have been working with Epstein undercover to gather blackmail. Okay. And basically do all that stuff. Now, the kind of proof of that is him and Epstein were friends until Epstein put a bid on a house. Like, Epstein is this dude that even before the trafficking had hundreds of millions of dollars. Like, he was just always an intelligence asset. So he was groomed to become himself. Like, it wasn't his idea or his planning. He's just a fucking, like, people, rich, powerful people had an idea to do illegal shit or whatever, the FBI, CIA, Mossad. And then they're like, we need someone to do this. Oh, Epstein's perfect for this. You know, he's willing to do it. All we have to do is, like, you're going to be our fucking head of our criminal organization. You're going to get all this money. You can only spend a certain amount of it, right? You're going to have this guaranteed rich lifestyle that we're going to fucking fund for you. But you're basically, and this stuff happens in corporate America all the time. They basically start like a shell corporation and then they hire someone to be the CEO of the shell corporation. That way, there's degrees of separation between the criminal corporation and the white collar crook. And that's what happened with Epstein. Now, him and Trump are the same. Trump was the same way. He was selected by Russian oligarchs, by Jewish lawyer groups like Roy Cohn. And he was basically, Donald Trump was a money launderer. Both Trump and Epstein are money launderers that are working for a bigger organization. Now, the organization that the United States wants, you think, oh, it's the Mossad. It's the Jews again. Let's blame the Jews. Let's blame the Jews. You know, the FBI, the CIA, we've never done anything wrong. It's always been Mossad and Epstein. That's what they're trying to do. It's a whitewash. Okay, yeah, maybe Mossad is bad. I mean, maybe they are bad, right? When it comes to Israel, they just fucking did a mass shooting in Gaza and killed 80 people. You can't put anything past them, okay, at this point, especially under Netanyahu's leadership. We know that they just don't give a fuck about America and they're willing to backstab anybody because they're desperate. They're a small little country in the Middle East, surrounded by fucking Muslims sharpening their fucking Arabian swords, just like, welcome to the Middle East. And they're just like fucking fortified with an iron dome and walls and shit. They're paranoid. They're fucking, you know, in any conflict. And you know, Israel works with Saudi Arabia. That's how they have so much power in America. So they do have power and stuff, but they just don't care. They do shady shit. We're not fucking exonerating. But what about the CIA? What about the FBI? Because Epstein might have been a Mossad agent. Now 9/11 didn't happen. You know, OKC, these fake shootings, Butler, Pennsylvania with Trump with the ketchup hoax. That's what I'm talking about. It's to exonerate. They're crafting a story out of all this to exonerate. Oh, we can look like the heroes out of this. People are so dumb. They don't even pay attention anyways. We're just gonna make shit up. Like, Epstein is cloning people and Diddy has baby oil with fucking GHB in it. See, they're just crafting stuff. And this stuff is coming from like mainstream sources, guys. Okay. It's not stuff you hear on the internet from like people like me just making shit up. Like, I should be the one making shit up. I'm just giving you my analysis of what's going on. So Epstein and Trump, you know, probably part of some like Jewish mob, CIA mafia, spooks, black budget uh people. Okay. So why doesn't Trump want to release the Epstein files? Okay. Well, Trump doesn't want to release the Epstein files because he doesn't want to admit that he and Jeffrey Epstein were best friends, not good friends, like really best friends. But by the media saying that, like, what defines a best friend when there's two older white dudes that are millionaires and billionaires? Oh, what do they get up once a month? Do they hang out once a month, once every 2 weeks? Because the media seems like, oh, him and Epstein were hanging out every single day. They were just fucking bros, dude. They were bros. Like, you know, and I don't like Trump, but it's like there's a reason why he would cover it up. He's a money laundering intelligence asset. He doesn't want anything revealed. So the best thing he can do, and why they put him in the White House, is to cover it up. Now, there's two factions, and I think Trump was involved with the human trafficking element, Jeffrey Epstein. Maybe they're trafficking adult 20-year-olds, like basically Trump was probably a pimp, to be honest with you, of like adult women in a billionaire business sense. Like, oh, you like her? Here, buy this property off me and I'll give you this woman or stuff like that. These Saudi and Arabian princes, again, I think the big thing with Epstein that he was doing, he was probably getting teenagers kidnapped and sent to Saudi Arabia for, like, these people pay top dollar for sex slaves and things like that. This is the stuff that's being whitewashed. The girls that went on the island that went missing, okay, girls that went to the island that may have not had a family, no one to look after them, and then they end up missing. They end up in some Saudi Arabian fucking palace with their head cut off, you know stuff like that. Like, there's no accountability because they're hiding everything. So, I mean, Trump's not innocent. I don't think he's on tape. So he will say things like, I didn't go to that island, I'm not on tape. But that doesn't mean he never slept with a 16, 17, or 18-year-old. I'm sure he did. I think Donald Trump slept with like an older teenager. He definitely slept with an 18-year-old. Like, come on, guys. Let's not, there's a little bit too much Trump worship going on. So, but he might have slept with like a 16, 17-year-old, maybe a couple handful of times, but it just wasn't on the island. Okay. I can see him doing that. I'm not saying he did. I can see him doing that. Maybe in his 40s or 30s but then he stopped doing that for a long period of time. So he like brainwashed himself. Oh, like, yeah, like there's that one time I banged a 17-year-old in the 80s, but like, I don't normally do that. I'm not one of these pedos. Like, I believe that. That's me personally. I don't think he touches kids and things like that, but he has been sued and has paid out a grape lawsuit to an underage girl. That's on record, and that's just something that the Democrats never fucking talk about. Never. Okay. But like the E. Jean Carroll thing with the department store where he raped a woman in a department store, like, I don't believe that. This is me personally. That's pretty brazen shit. Like, that woman, it either didn't happen or that woman like allowed it to happen, basically. Like, that's some brazen, especially if you're a rich dude and you get tail that you just like grape a woman in a fucking clothing fitting room in broad daylight. I don't know about that. But this guy says apparently there are a few famous women on the list. Crazy that women are PDF files. And I think that Trump's friends are on the list, like Naomi Campbell, Chris Tucker. Like, dude, he's like, I wish Ghislaine Maxwell well. I wish her well. I might pardon her. So he knows what was involved, but maybe he doesn't think it was that bad because this is a lifestyle. Like I said, I'm not condoning any of this, right? Obviously, and if it was up to me, all of these people go to jail, including the intelligence officers and all the CIA agents and Mossad agents, have them fucking like executed for treason and espionage and shit. Like, that's up to me, right? But when it comes to the world of sex trafficking, human trafficking, if you're recruiting 16, 17-year-old girls, maybe sometimes 15, and there's some young people that Epstein's a monster. But for the majority, from what we know, it's 15, 16, 17-year-old girls, right? Still wrong. But he's recruiting them to become masseuses and like tricking them into, doing sex acts and getting paid for it. It's just to collect blackmail, right? It didn't seem very organized to me. And then he uses other girls to recruit. You know, it's terrible, but it's something that you can get out of, like, you're a masseuse. Like, just don't fucking become a masseuse for rich dudes at age 15, 16. Like, you're not being kidnapped at gunpoint. There's stuff, and I don't want to go into details here, but there's a video on TikTok of like this orphanage in, like, I don't know, Slovakia or one of those countries, right? Those Eastern European, like, weird countries, Uzbekistan or something, right? And this girl is literally this girl's like 2 or 3 years old, and she's like trained sex slave at age from the day she was born, like trained. And the people are fucking advertising her, where like they'll hold a hot dog to her mouth, right, in the video, and like she'll open her mouth like a like and like she'll have broken legs in a video, and they'll dance her around with broken legs. Like, bro, this stuff that goes on in this world, like when I saw that, I'm like, I want to fucking blow this planet up. Like, I swear, when I saw that, I'm like, dude, I want to kill everyone on this fucking planet. Like, I can't believe we allow this shit to happen. We shouldn't even exist. So compare that to Epstein, and yeah, I've heard like they won't ever fucking release anything, but I heard there's been young girls that are like 12, 13, 11 years old. That's fucking disgusting. You need to get executed for shit like that. But a 16, 17-year old given, like, all right, this is what they released, right? And this is how you know it's not just Trump doing this. It's actually everybody covering it up. Everyone in the fucking planet's covering this up. Prince Andrew slept with Virginia Guthrie, right? When she was 17, bro. 7 fucking dude. Like, honestly, that's such blackmail. You know, that guy's a sick fuck. But think about this. What if they told him she was 18? Okay. What if they told him she was 19 years old? Right. And he's a rich dude. He's like, oh yeah, I do drugs, I party, I get prostitutes all the time. You know? So it's not like she was 14, 15. She was 17. She's a year away from the legal age. Still disgusting, still wrong. But it's like compared to the fucking sickest of the sick of people buying babies. And again, when it comes to these pred catchers, I hate predator catchers on the internet. They always like try to do, oh, there's a 16-year-old that wants to meet you. Dude, why don't you try selling babies? Like, if you're gonna beat the shit out of someone, I'll put a baby up for sale as a pred catcher. I'm like, I'm trying to sell this baby. And then anyone that shows up, I'll fucking kill them with an aluminum baseball bat. Okay? It's that simple. Fucking crush their skull like with a wooden baseball bat wrapped in barbed wire. Because it's like they're trying to buy a fucking baby. But these predator catchers and these people should like fucking be embarrassed and shit. But I don't agree with going to jail if you're fucking meeting up with a 16, 17-year-old, like, and it's a fake person and you never done it before. Because there's fucking people that are nerds, that are lonely, that are 40-year-old virgins, and then you entice them. They've never even hurt anyone before, but they make a mistake. Yeah, they should, I don't know, maybe get probation or something. They're going to jail for fucking, trying to meet with a 17-year-old, though. Like, that's crazy. They shouldn't do it. They should be embarrassed. But that's fucking insane, dog. Like, yeah, there's people that are fucking, you're just basically being a bully. There's people that can't get fucking laid. And for some reason, they think a 16 or 17-year-old girl's fucking into them, because these people do put out shit to fucking lure people in to make content. So it's not like a police operation, right? Like, this, it's just stupid, right? And I'm not defending or condoning it. Like, you're a fucking moron if you're trying to meet with a 17-year-old. Like, they're not attractive physically at all. Like, they're just not. Even college kids look too young. I look young for my age, but a fucking college girl can look really young and unattractive. Not like, oh, I won't bang a college kid, but it's not even as far as a maturity fucking sex value. Some of these college kids look young. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not all that. And you're worried about some fucking 15-year-old, bro? Like, yeah, you need to get beat the fuck up. Like, you have something, it's not even a desire. Like, you have something upstairs where you think you're a kid still. Like, you don't know how to, like, your brain doesn't work properly. And you think you're a high school kid and you're trying to get your first kiss type shit in the back seat of a car at a drive-in movie theater, and you're like 40. You're like, wow, a fucking high school kid. Wow, man, she's so pretty. Like, if your brain thinks like that, you're a fucking loser. You need to get beat the shit out until you fucking have sex with some older women or something, dude. So I'm not condoning that shit, but I'm saying these fucking so going back to the comment here, it looks like Trump's friends are on the fucking list, and there's a lot of people on the list. And he was advised that it will destabilize shit. But I think the list will implicate his handlers. and the people that ran Epstein are advising him not to release the list because they'll fucking either kill him or put some like release shit that will get him in trouble. It just will bite him in the ass. He's a narcissist, so I understand why he won't release the list. I don't agree with it. That's why I didn't vote for him, because he lied. If he didn't lie to us, who cares, right? But the simple fact that he has to lie to get an advantage, and then we have to fucking be in a cult to worship his lies and his narcissism. I'm like, nah, dude, I don't condone or support you not releasing the Epstein files. But basically, him and fucking Epstein were money launderers for big kingpins. So this is how the corporate world works. There's people like me, you, people that make under 100,000, under 50,000 a year, regular poor people. Then there's people to us are rich that make 200,000, 300,000. They might be small business owners, lawyers, doctors. They have better lifestyles. Then the people above them are multimillionaires. They have multiple real estates. They go on vacations. They go to islands. They fucking live life how they want. They're not just rich that live good like doctors. They literally live how they want. And they have some type of source of money coming in to maintain that millionaire lifestyle. So whatever they figured out, they figured it out. And they got a system to maintain that. So above that is the Donald Trumps, the Jeffrey Epsteins, the multi-hundred millionaires, billionaire, almost billionaire status, net worth of $1 billion. Okay. Then above that is a multi billions of dollars. So those are the people that have multi-billions of dollars coming in, okay, through illegal and legal means. Like they have their money all over the place. So generally on paper, they're running a business, blah, 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 they're a billionaire, but they also do stuff that's like vice, and then that maintains, so their lifestyle of doing whatever the fuck they want is being maintained with all these vice things, human trafficking, human smuggling, drugs, CIA drug operations and things, black budgeting from the government. These are the people that are hiring the Epsteins, and they're using them and Trumps to use them as frontmen. So yeah, you get to play billionaire. I'll make sure you're a billionaire, but you have to do everything I fucking say. Like you have to do it to a T. That's how you fucking have your money. There's no taking this money and going back. I'm giving you instructions day by day. Open this company up in your name. Open this business checking up. Talk to this guy. Do this, do that, do this. And they have handlers. Okay. So that's what Trump is. But Trump makes it seem like he plays the billionaire part. But he would never have billions of dollars if it wasn't for the people that hooked him up with Epstein. Okay. So Trump, he used to sell. I'm gonna give you an example. I forgot to say this in the beginning. Him and Epstein had a fallout because Epstein put a bid on a house for like $40 million. Okay. And then Trump said something about the backyard, like had to be remodeled. So Epstein like withdrew the bid. And then Trump put in a bigger bid, and I'm just paraphrasing. I might have little details wrong. So Trump put like a $60 million bid. So he outbidded his friend on a fucking house. When he bought that house, he sold it for $100 million. He like immediately sold it for $100 million. So that's what Trump does. That's how he gets his fucking money. The CIA covers it up. Mainstream media covers it up. The FBI covers it up. He's an intelligence asset. So he's a contingency plan. Like they wanted Hillary Clinton to win, but if Trump wins, because Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump were good friends. Okay. You know that Bill Clinton, okay, the Democrat, was recruited by George Bush, who was like head of the CIA, Republican, George Bush Sr. And he's the one that changed Bill. I mean, I won't say he's the one, but he's the one that he met with Bill Clinton and fucking like helped him out and shit. And Bill Clinton is a fucking redneck from Arkansas, and then he became a Democrat, and the rest is history. So he's on the tapes. Bill Clinton's on the tapes. So there's two factions here, two satanic factions, Republican and Democrat. So the Democrat sex trafficking faction was Pizzagate. The emails that leaked during Pizzagate were real, with the spirit cooking, with Obama, with John Podesta. Marina Abramovich, like all of that shit was real. Hillary Clinton, these people are witches and warlocks and they're homosexuals and they smoke crack. I'm not making that shit up. And they fucking what happened during the election, there's supposedly a tape of Hillary Clinton and Human Abedin that got found on Anthony Weiner's laptop of them having sex with a, like, I don't know, like a little kid and then cutting the little kid's face off. I don't know if this is real. It sounds fake. They cut the little kid's face off and they wear the kid's face as a mask. I mean, it sounds completely fucking fake to me. An old ass Hillary Clinton in her 60s cutting some kid's face off and wearing it as a mask. But I do believe Hillary Clinton, okay, I believe is trafficking children. And it's being covered up too. So this is stuff that goes on. Oprah Winfrey has been connected to people that were trafficking children and like sex trafficking scandals too. So these people, they put these people in positions of power and then they introduce them into worlds where their business intersects with fucking vice businesses. And there's intelligence agencies crafting all this and creating fucking business models and things like that. So it's a long, complicated fucking thing that a normal person can't fucking understand. Okay. Even if they explain it to us, it's like, why the fuck did you guys do all this shit? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? But this is their fucking business. This is the Mossad's business. Okay, this is the CIA's business. Now, the last part I want to talk about is the Mossad scapegoat. Fuck, I'm hungry as shit, man. I woke up early. I'm trying to think what I want to eat, man. But Mossad does bad shit, but they're being used as a scapegoat where it's like the CIA, the FBI is like, oh, we've never done anything wrong. It must have been the Mossad. So it exonerates the FBI, the CIA, all the shit they did. And they're using it. It's a classic, it's what the Catholics do. And the people that run the fucking government, they're WASP. Now, Israel has a lobby and they're a powerful lobby, right? But very powerful lobby in America. But the WASP, the white American, white Anglo-Saxon Protestant WASP, white dudes, they've been blaming Jews for everything since the beginning of fucking time. Every time they get caught something, it's the Jews' fault. Well, the Jews tricked us and the Jews did this. It's classic. It's what they fucking do. It's since the usury days of the churches fucking letting Jewish like money changers come into their churches, Christian churches, in the fucking early ADs, right? And then they're like, oh, it's to take responsibility because basically the Jews are powerful, but they don't run the world. Like they have power, they have magic powers with the Kabbalah and shit like that. But they're actually being put into place as to take the blame for shit. They're still doing bad shit, but they literally are like they're taking the blame for the Vatican basically because they're a scapegoat. They're little in numbers. They fucking have a really bad reputation. Because who aren't you not blaming? You're never blaming the Catholic Church for these wars in the Middle East. I mean, they're the ones that originally did the Crusades. Okay. It's always, oh, the Jews did 9/11, they tricked us, and they work with Saudi Arabia, and it's always to make America look like the good guy. Okay. But America has done the same amount, if not more, atrocities, and they get less blame than Israel. So how powerful is Israel really? If they get blamed for everything, everyone hates them. They're not that fucking powerful. I mean, they say, "Oh, go to the people you can't criticize," and that's who's behind it all. Okay, go out and criticize white. Tell white people what they're doing. Tell them about the Middle East wars. Tell them about 9/11. Tell them about how white people did it. They'll never say they will. Okay, they never will fucking. Oh no, it's not us. No, it's the Jews and the blacks and the immigration. Everyone except the whites. When the truth is, it's not white people, it's the sellout whites at the top. And the white people, this is where white people get blamed, is when they fucking stick up for sellout whites that sold them out because they're white. Well, he's white. He would never do that. He's white. Why would he sell out the whites? He's white. Whites never sell out other whites. They've never done that. Yes, they have. They do it. Read a history book. There's a division of 50-50 of white people selling each other out. And it's the same with every fucking race. Like, I'm just saying, they're the ones in control. This is their country. And they're the ones that fucking are doing these wars with the Jews. It's not to blame the white, but I'm saying they're all working together. But according to white history, oh no, the Jews tricked us in the 9/11. They also tricked us in the Vietnam War. They killed Kennedy. They started World War One. I mean, we're not anti-Semitic, but it's not, none of us were involved. We'll fight these wars. We'll send our own sons and daughters to die for the Jews, but it's their fault. No, it's you're involved in it. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, I'm sorry. No black person was involved in 9/11. That's a fact. No black person was sitting there like, you know what? I'm gonna knock these towers down. Send y'all into war for the next 30 years. Unforeseeable future. See, like, it's just stupidity, dog. Like, it's not to replace one with the other. Oh, if all these people were gone and these people were in charge, everything would be. That's not what I'm saying. But the literal facts of the situation is white people never take any fucking responsibility for fucking pretty much anything. And they'll sit there and create entire false reality and universes like Epstein and all this shit. It's happening time and time again. Now, black people in Africa that are corrupt, they're not coming out and saying, hey, I'm a corrupt politician, I'm stealing money. They're not doing that. I'm not saying that's what happened. But what I am saying that's a fact is white people aren't going to fucking take responsibility for this shit, for anything. Okay? And they're going to create an entire fucking universe and they're going to get mad when you call it out. That's how you know they're fucking wrong. They get so mad. That's not true. Do your little absent-minded Abe fucking dance. I got hit by a fucking lightning strike that gave me a huge boner. And if you didn't, then you did 9/11. It's like just stupidity. It's just they just say anything because they're fucking so spoiled and they think everyone else is so stupid that they get away with lying, like they're lying to mommy about doing their homework. When it comes to life or death situations like fucking wars where their own children fucking die and they lose trillions of dollars of fucking national wealth, they're never gonna admit it. They'll rather kill all their kids than admit they're wrong.
Fuck that. I'm not letting these fucking niggers win. Son, go to war. Daughter, go to war. Yeah. Never forget.
And you know it's true because even Jewish people, the big bad Jews, set up their own people on October 7th. They kill their own people all the time to get money and shit, dude. Even the fucking Jews, the tribe of Zab, they fucking killed their own people to promote agendas. Everyone fucking does it, man. Chinese people have done it. Just put a history. But the only thing is I'm bringing up is white people lie about history. They will lie about it. Everyone does something except us. We've never done it. I'm Mr. Perfect. Look at my house. Look at my car. Look at my golden retriever. Look at my white picket fence. This is life. Our lives could be 1,000 times better if we got rid of these fucking scumbags. Everyone across the board. But they rather. We can never admit we're wrong because if we admit to slavery, then we'll be put into the cotton fields and picking cotton for 200 years. So that would be the out. No, it wouldn't. Just shut up. Just make shit up. Just lie all the fucking time. We can never admit to it. The slaves actually liked being whipped at the back with leather whips. I mean, I thought I was giving them a massage. Like, the lying is what I fucking hate because the only answer to a lie like that, anybody that fucking just lies to your face and acts like you're fucking stupid, get a ball peen hammer and start swinging at people's temples. It's like, don't lie, just stop talking to me. Walk away. Don't lie to me for eternity. Walk away. I walk north, you walk south. How'd that sound? No, I'm on a lie now. Let me tell you a story about the Jews. It's It's fucking pure, unadulterated stupidity. Oh, case in point that I'm right. Are we ever going to get the Epstein files? Because if I was in charge, I released the Epstein files. And anyone that threatened me, I would fucking shoot them if I was a government official. I would arrest them and kill them. Oh, you're threatening me? This is how you handle a death threat. You kill the person that gave you the death threat. Some guy comes up that's working for the mob. He's like, hey, you better not do this or we're going to break your fucking legs. Stab him in his fucking neck. That'll shake things up a little bit, huh? Someone's fucking threatening to kill you. Murder them. It's that simple. Don't let someone intimidate you. Well, if you release the Epstein files, yo, little Mindy might have a little accident going to school. Wait, what's your name? You want to say that to my fucking face? Like, these cowards do this shit anonymously. They'll call you from a block number and like leave some veiled threat from like third parties and shit. That's how you handle this shit. You fucking uncover people. You start fucking eliminating them, throw them in fucking jail for death threats. And that's how you stop that. Because these people, these mafia people, they intimidate. They use numbers. Like, they'll intimidate some fucking like white guy that's a normal white guy that's nonviolent, just a suburban white guy. Hey, Paul, better watch your tongue or people's legs might go missing. Like, that's what they do. They don't go after tough people like me. Like, imagine some little punk trying to threaten me, dude. I'm fucking murder his ass. I'm beat the shit out of him, dog. Send him in the fucking hospital, bro. Like, you better send a letter. You better have a block number, you pussy. Oh, we're trying to scare you, but we won't do it to your face. We'll do it anonymously. Like, fuck these people. That's how white people think. Well, if someone threatens you, you have to use the police and the law never does anything. That's what the fuck is wrong with the police. They let people get away with shit. There's a list of things that the police can't do to arrest you. And the people that are gang stalking shit, they have that list, and cops are just paralyzed little cucks unless they have to fucking write you a ticket. Then, they're these big tough fucking super troopers, right? These fucking supermen that can write tickets and shit like Abe. But when someone's getting threatened, death threat, oh, we can't do nothing. We can't do it. Someone broke in your house. We can't do nothing. Sorry. But we can write you a ticket. It's like, fuck you. We can write you a ticket. We can cover up Epstein. We're cops. We can stage Butler, Pennsylvania, fake Trump assassinations. We're cops. We're the fucking cops. It's like, no, you're not. You're fucking cosplay actors. Like, a white dude puts on a costume, goes to work, and he's that. Well, I'm a fucking doctor. I wear a fucking lab coat. And I walked in. I'm a doctor. I'm a chart man. Come on. It's a joke, dude. Just beat the shit out of people. That's how you answer everything. These people literally thrive on,
we live in a system where you can't beat me up. I'm going to be a sneaky little fucking screw you. Every legal avenue I can.
that stops when you start swinging baseball bats, knocking teeth fucking down people's fucking throats. Then we can live back to normal. That's how you fucking equalize shit. These people are utilizing that system.
You can't do nothing. I'm going to sex traffic teenagers. You can't touch me. The cops are going to protect me.
Because that's what cops are. It's a white supremacy security guard force. All they care about is protecting rich white neighborhoods, dog. They don't give a fuck about nothing else. They're here to protect wealthy fucking rich people. Make sure this doesn't happen. We're paying taxes, buddy. Don't let these hooligans in my neighborhood. It's like, dude, that's how I view you. I don't give a fuck about your history book and your tiny dick, a little carrot-sized peen, dude. That's how I view you. Yeah. Superior than you.
No, you're not. I have a tiny fucking dick and I can't fight, and I'm dumber than you. You are not superior. Now, Trump, cover up Epstein, because I voted for you.
Fucking losers. Fuck this country, dude. I would love to go on a fucking 1v 330 million melee versus fucking country. Unarmed, physical melee.
Well, they're gonna fucking overwhelm you.
I swear I probably could take out, it's like 100 men versus one girl. I could probably me versus 330 million Americans. I could probably take out a good 10. I mean, if I could take out 10 people, I win that fight, dude. That's how pathetic. We need 330 million to stop one person. Guys are like fucking ants versus King Kong, dude. And that's not based on strength. That's based on brute hatred, dude, not brute strength. Like something's gonna fucking come out of me at that moment. It's not gonna be fear. It's gonna be pure like satanic annihilation of everything in my fucking sight, like Terminator. Okay. But no, Jeffrey Epstein's allowed to fucking traffic kids. And we're the whites and we get to cover it up because politics. Well, if we release it, that might make the Republicans look bad. I really don't care about children and their well being. I'm a fucking white guy. I want to be on fucking top. Fuck you. But it's all the Jews' fault, right? That's the thing about me. I'll beat the shit out of a fucking J, dude. If they were a fucking little Mossad creep, sneaky fuck. It has nothing them being a J. It has to do with I don't condone that shit, dog. There's these white people like, well, if you're this ethnicity, you get away with this. There's just this little swatch list, color swatch. Well, if you're brown, you get away with this. If you're white, you get away with this. How about we live in a fucking equal world where if you do something bad, you go to fucking prison? No. No. So this is my answer for the Epstein thing. Everyone involved on the Epstein list, meet me in a fucking boxing ring. I'll beat the shit out you, club you to death, dude. You deserve it, you fucking kids. Oh no, there's a justice system, buddy. You can't lay a finger on them. There's a justice system, buddy. Buddy boy. So stupid. It's made up bullshit, cosplay crap. I'm a judge because I have a piece of paper that says I'm a judge and I wear a black robe and I have a gavel. I'm a judge. I mean, I'm not going to judge. I'm not going to be a fair judge, but I'm a judge. Fucking morons, dude. I finally got my dash cam. So little white ISIS can stop fucking trying to hit my fucking car. Fucking pieces of shit. Like, dude, I was in a side street parking to pick up some DoorDash. And I'm completely alone, side parking lot. You know, there's a street and then there's a side parking lot where there's like parking meters and there's the little lines. So this lady, these two fucking ice head whites, they needed their coffee. I literally talked about this.
Mindy needs her coffee, bro.
So one pulls up behind me, whatever. I'm completely, there's the space behind me is empty and the space in front of me is empty. So it looks like her mom and her whatever family pulls up. One car behind me parks. Cool. I'm literally getting in the car and you can see me like I'm starting the car. I'm ready to leave. As I'm trying to leave, this other girl parks in front of me. I'm like, okay, you know, she has to park. Bro, she fucking vacuums me into the tightest space. Bro, I'm talking about centimeters. She has open space in front of her. She reverses, literally touches my bumper, so I can't fucking get out. Like, how fucking stupid are you, dog? Like, if that was a black person, I'd be like, that's a dumb black motherfucker, and I'd fucking yell at them. But when it's a white person, it's like some scientific genius shit where you see someone in a car, you back up into an airtight vacuum where, bro, I had to literally, I'm going from a smooth transition to leaving that parking spot to literally backing up, reversing, and spinning my wheel like 10, 15 times. And then they all look at me like I'm crazy. They're all sitting, instead of moving her car up like a person with a fucking brain in her head, she fucking just stares at me and just fucking like, ooh, fucking tourists in their own country, idiot morons. Like they act like fucking tourists. They're like, ooh, this is my hometown. Where am I? Whoa, whoa. Is that a coffee shop? Hate that goddamn shit, bro. I say this shit to their fucking faces, bro. I call white people fucking niggers. I call them niggers. Like, you are a nigger. You're low intelligence. You're goofy. Just because you look like a fucking little wombat, little fucking naked mole rat. Oh, you look like a gorilla. I'd rather look like a fucking monkey than a naked mole rat. Little pink fucking blind mole rat doesn't see. Oh, I can't see. Goofball, goober, idiot, dog. And yes, I'm saying that because I can fuck you up. Do you see that video of me running?
Oh, you're not that big and strong.
Dude, I will destroy a white dude in a fucking fight. It's not because I'm fucking black. It's literally the bullshit that I've been putting up with. I'll beat the shit out of a fucking black person. Turn him into a fucking grimace from McDonald's with all purple and shit, covered up and swollen and purple. But for a white person, dog, I'm not just saying this because I hate whites. It's literally, I've been putting up with your goddamn shit for so long. If my fucking fist touches your face, I'm breaking fucking bones. I'm not even stomping you out because you're so fucking weak and pathetic. All it takes is one. I'm like One Punch Man. I'm breaking every fucking bone in your body. You're gonna be the most scared pussy on the fucking planet. You're gonna be begging for your fucking life after pretending to be tough my entire fucking life. And I'm gonna fucking destroy you. Period. Like,
well, I think I'm tough because my name's fucking Abe, and my fucking narcissism, like Donald Trump, tells me I'm tough. I'll never fight you, but I'll blame you for fucking everything, and I'll never take accountability. But
and that's not a race. I'll beat this shit out of a fucking Mexican. But Mexican people don't act like fucking dicks and condescending fucking assholes. That it's one thing. Let's say you're a white dude. You think you're smarter than me, and there's stuff to back that up. And you're like a little bit condescending. Cool, right? Like you piss me off, but whatever. When you combine that with the fake toughness, no, dude, I want fucking war because you people run your fucking mouths to impress women, and it's just not fucking true. Like I can do that shit. Oh, I got a big dick and I can kill everyone. They literally act like that. A white dude literally acts like not only is he smarter, which can be true, cannot be true. Most of the time it's not, but he's tougher too, even though he's half your size. He doesn't lift weights. He has no athletic ability, but he can run his fucking mouth. Like, shut the fuck up, dude. Like, I'll back up everything I'm fucking saying, dog. Like, this is how you know I'm a problem. Like, all right, let's say someone was mad at me right now, and what I'm talking about, right? Like, you're a fucking pussy. You would need 2 or 3 guys bigger than me, way bigger and stronger than me, to even consider handling me, bro. Like, I'm not saying 2, I'm saying like probably 3. I'm talking about 3 big ass football players, dog. Everyone else, I'm gonna fuck you up. Even if you're bigger and stronger than me, it's gonna be a hell of a fight, bro. It's gonna be a fucking hell of a fucking battle. Because I'm gonna utilize speed. You're bigger, but are you faster? If you're faster, then I'm gonna fucking run from you. You're 6'5". You're just fucking a specimen. It's fight or flight. It's gonna be flight. I'm not pretending to be tough. I'm not a white dude. But like stuff I'm talking about is facts. Like, bro, I'm tired of putting up with this shit where I have to look at Epstein, I have to look at Trump, I have to look at the shit. When can I go to work without my tires getting slashed? When can I have anything? I'm tired of it. Okay. So that's why I say this shit. Because I'm living in a system where it's like this has nothing to do with like, oh, I see a white dude, I fucking hate them, I want to beat the shit out of some random white guy. No, nothing like that at all. Nothing like that at all. But this system was like, bro, I'm telling you what I do every day. I do self-improvement shit every fucking day. I do things to get to the next level every fucking day. I'm not perfect, but it's like there's people that fucking don't do anything and their lives are just set. There's no interrupting their lives. There's no one fucking with them. There's never no question that they're going to be good, black or white. A lot of these people are black too. These lazy motherfuckers out here. A lot of them are black and they have nice ass cars, nice apartments. They don't work that fucking hard. If they went through anything you went through, they wouldn't even be in that position, right? So when I talk like all this tough shit, it's not like, oh, like if I see a white dude, he pissed. Nah, white dudes are fine. But when you're some arrogant fucking prick and you're better than me at fucking everything, but you don't have to fucking prove anything. You just run your fucking mouth. I'm better because egotistically, narcissistically, and through the white history of saying that we're better. I'm better. Yeah, that works for me. Like, no, dude, I will fucking concave your fucking face. Because when it comes to actual fucking hatred, I actually hate black Freemason scumbags that don't have to work more than almost any white person. But at least they're not, those black Freemason scumbags aren't acting tough, believe it or not, guys. They're not acting like they're tough. They actually are doing the opposite. They know they're spoiled little bitches. They do their little, they're not trying to intimidate and shit like that and say they're better than people and shit, but they don't deserve it. They only got there because they're part of a Freemason Eastern Star fucking organization and shit like that. But these fucking assholes, they really think it's like, dog, you're lying to like impress women, dude. You're not tough. Just be your fucking self.
No, I can't admit Matrix Decoded's better. I just can't do it.
Because when someone's better than me, even if they're fucking, so it's not a race issue. Some white dude's smarter, it's stronger than me. It's just like, all right, there's room for improvement here for me. Like, yeah. But when it's the shoes on the other foot, oh, it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist that he's better. It just can't exist. You know how fucking weak and pathetic you look to your own women? Like, I'm just being real with you. Like, every white woman on the planet wants me more than almost every white guy on the planet. It's because I'm not a little spoiled rich faggot, dog, that thinks he's better than everyone. Like, you guys do treat your women like fucking shit. Like, you're entitled to have some hot piece of tail because your name's Tyler and your dad made $300,000 a year as a general contractor. You've done nothing. But you come from that status. You get the hot girlfriend, treated that shit. Freak yeah. Freaky. That's why they don't fucking like you. Guys, dudes make fucking excuses, dude. And then people, well, all you're doing is making excuses. Oh, am I? I'm fucking better than you at everything. Am I making it fucking excuses when I'm kicking your fucking ass and I'm on top of you, dude? I'm better than you. I'm better looking. I can, not only am I better looking, like literally murder you in a fucking fight, dude. Murder you, nigga. Literally sent you to the hospital with like very few punches. That's not an exaggeration. It's things that fucking happen in real life, bro. In real fucking life. IRL, bitch ass nigga. None of this. Well, you're at a certain age, Buster, where your athletic ability. No, I'm getting better and 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 better. Because that's my doctrine, not no spoiled. Well, my daddy was really rich, so I don't need to get any better. I'm already the best. I'm gonna take steroids and be half the size of you because I took steroids. You mean? Like, dude, case in point, go to these fucking these bodybuilder channels where these fucking guys say they're natural bodybuilders and they take steroids. They're lying. They're spoiled. They're spoiled rich boys that would never put the work in to get a body, and then they just like, well, I'm white, that's why I can't get strong, so I'm gonna take steroids. It has nothing to me being a jellyfish that laid on a couch. It's because my skin's white. See, I hate that shit. The most racist person is a white person against white people. Oh, I'm white, therefore I can't do these physical things because I'm white and my skin looks like this. Like, shut the fuck up, dude. I'm fucking slow. I'm a slow black dude. Do you think I'm gonna stop running because I'm slow and not try to get any fucking faster? That's how you get fast, is you fucking keep doing something. No, whoa. I don't have the fast twitch muscles that my dark skinned counterparts have. You think I ever made excuses like that when I was playing sports?
Well, I'm not as dark as the darkest of the dark, so I don't have the fast twitch muscles. Tyrone can run faster. I might as well give up, take steroids, and come back next year.
Faggot. Like, damn right I'm going on a fucking rant. Dude, look at our system, dude. Well, with the blacks, we'd be looking like Africa. If the blacks were running, we'd look like Africa. I'd rather have pedophiles. I'd rather have pedophiles in charge and live in a fucking nice house than let a black man boss me around. It's like, dude, you literally sound like that. That is what people think of you. I'm here to destroy you. If you're a fucking little aristocrat, fake aristocrat, American little pussy, little 100K a year pussy, like you think you're better than every fucking buddy because you live in a fucking impoverished nation that looks rich from the outside but is actually fucking poor, and we're doing terribly as a fucking country, but you keep fucking ruining it. Like the last, like Barack Obama, he sucked for black people. He didn't do shit for black. I think Trump did more shit for black people than Obama. But did he really fuck up this country? Did he really fuck it up? We still have hear about Obama. Oh, Obama. Case in point, the blaming. Caucasian blame game. Wow. It's okay to blame people. Like I'm sitting here blaming white people, but I take accountability for myself. Oh, I'm not that good at this. I'm not that good at that. Blah 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 blah. You don't hear that. Oh, Obama. Trump's horrible, but did you hear what Obama did? 2008. Did you hear what he did 15 years ago? Did you hear about it? Wore a tan suit on Fox. He wore a fucking tan suit. How unpresidential. He wore a tan suit. And I hate Obama. He's a faggot. Okay. I don't hate Obama. I used to kind of like him, but he's a sellout. He did nothing for black people, so I'm not going to stand with him. He did nothing. Black people are better off under Trump than fucking Obama. Okay. And I don't like Trump. I'm just saying. At least Trump pardoned some rappers and shit. Obama would never do that. Obama probably didn't even pardon one black person. He's such a fucking little sellout piece of shit, dude. Like, I don't like Obama, but he was better than George Bush. I think Trump was better than George Bush, too. George Bush was probably the worst president. George W. Bush. He was fucking stupid as shit, too. Nuclear. Abe is former military and probably a cop. That's all you need to know about this country. That is who they put in these positions. Guys literally incompetent, fear in every way, etc. I mean, as far as him being a cop, I mean, he hasn't made any arrest on YouTube. It wouldn't make sense for him to be a cop, to be honest with you. I think he's like an intelligence asset. That makes more sense. He's like a wannabe cop. He's someone that probably applied to be a cop, but yeah. These TIs that are wannabe cops, I mean, they're usually perps. Like, what type of TI? Just think of the logic. If you think the police are behind your gang stalking, why would you apply to the police if you think they're behind your gang? Even if you don't believe it at that moment, why would you apply to the police? It doesn't make any fucking sense. Not that the police are the enemy. I'm not saying they are the enemy, because they really aren't when it comes to TIs, but they are enemies to like the Constitution and like following the rules and shit. But these police figure, oh, if the criminals break the rules, why can't we? Because we have to catch them. And it's true. There's going to be certain times where the police couldn't do their job because of like red tape, and then a fucking murderer gets out of jail. So they're trying to eliminate that as much as possible, even if it is bad for what like the Constitution and shit. I mean, they have a pretty good system. It sucks, but it's a good system if you are unbiased, of just fucking criminals that are guilty getting in trouble. It's like 100%. Innocent people, yeah, they get in trouble too, unfortunately. But if you're guilty, like the way they interrogate someone, let's say someone kills someone, right? A wife kills their husband, and the police interrogate the wife and use tricky tactics to get her to talk, and it's a crazy thing, because I'm on the side of police, believe it or not. When it comes, if you have to choose between criminals and police, so criminals running everything and police running everything, the police are criminals as well. You're better off with the police because criminals don't have rules. At least the police pretend to have rules. Criminals literally are the biggest pieces of shit. I'm talking about real criminal. I'm not talking about, a TI stole a candy bar, or when you're in high school you stole some shoes I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people that are career criminals psychologically, They're pieces of fucking shit. They're narcissists. They're not good people. They always tell you they're good people and that the police are bad. That's what I hate about them. As long as you don't do that, I don't give a fuck if you're a criminal. But if you're like, well, we're the good guys and the cops are the bad guys, no, not buying it. I wouldn't say police are the enemy. I would say they're a necessary evil because without police, the rape goes up, murders go up. There's criminals that are just waiting for like a blackout to like go do something, like psychologically dormant psychological criminals and things like that. So the police aren't the enemy. Humans are the enemy. Humans are the enemies to humanity. The reason why the police are bad is because it's ran by humans that are going to be corrupt. That are going to be like, I'm tired of this job. I'm only getting paid 50,000. It's time to have some fun. You know, that lie about, oh, I want to help people, and then they get in there. I don't like this, but I don't want to quit. Fuck that. I signed up to be a cop. I want that pension, but I might as well have fun while I'm doing it. That's what they do. So if you want cops to do a better job, you do have to pay them more. And you have to make it more strict of a job where they can get fired. But that's what my solution as United States president would be. If you're a police officer, you have to go to school, not an academy, an actual school where you learn the Constitution. You have to pass a test. And then I would say like a 2-year degree. And then when you get out, you get 100,000, 150,000 a year. Okay, starting. But you can be fucking fired if you don't do everything fucking perfect. So it's going to be a job where you're a cop where it's like you get paid, everyone wants to do it, but you can get fucking fired. The problem with the police now is they can't get fired because it's not a real job. It's like a fucking cult. It's like a brotherhood. If it was a job, they would fire people and hire new people, but they won't fire people. They always try to repurpose them and send them to different precincts. But that's how I reform the police. And the police would be all detectives. There'll be no writing tickets. People that can write tickets, you give get a government vehicle, you put a white yellow flashing light on top of it, and they can be called like ticket patrol or traffic patrol, right? And it's unarmed citizens that write tickets. And if you're like, well, what if someone hurts one of them? So what these people can do is they can take pictures of your license plate. So they record you committing a crime. So maybe they record you speeding, right? They take a picture of it and then they send you a ticket in the mail. Okay. If you get a parking ticket, they give you a parking ticket. So basically, it's a traffic and parking patrol, a road safety patrol. Okay. Unarmed, non-confrontational. You're not pulling over people and searching their vehicles. You're writing tickets, and the society be like, all right, when these people pull you over, they're not cops, but if you run from them, that's a felony. If you run from the traffic patrol, that's a misdemeanor or a felony. They take a picture of your license plate. Don't run from them. They're allowed to pull you over. Okay. And they just take pictures and then they forward it to the real police, and the police come knock on your door and they have interventions. The real police come, they're armed, they have interventions, they give you warnings. Hey, dude, you're speeding around town. We've caught you several times. Stop doing it, or we come with scissors and we're clipping your fucking license. Okay, you got it? That's what's going to keep citizens, where the police are sending letters and they're doing home visits and they're giving warnings to people. Okay. And then after they give you the warning, then they start arresting you. But when it comes to road traffic, car accidents, that all can be done with the fire department, with traffic safety. We don't need guys with guns pulling people over unless they're arresting them. So if a real police officer, so this is how it would work. Traffic patrol, white car, yellow light, official emblem on it. They pull you over, give you a ticket. Real police, when they pull you over, your ass better pull over, or they're gonna fucking shoot your ass. Like, that's gonna be the sentiment. Like, if a real cop car is pulling you over, you're going to fucking jail. Do not run. Like, you are a fucking wanted criminal. If you run, you're gonna go to jail for a fucking shit ton of a long time. Don't fucking run. Let them fucking arrest you, dude. And that's for murderers, people that have warrants, okay? Murderers, bank robbers, etc., 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 okay? They also have should have a program, law enforcement, where if you turn yourself in, you get a guaranteed light sentence. So let's say you rob a bank, it's a 20-year sentence, but you fucking comply and you turn yourself in, you get a 5-year sentence. Okay. So you get fit. It's this automatic. Your sentencing is reduced. You murder someone, you get a long time in jail. Like, sorry, with murder and stuff like that, you have to do the time. But if you're, this is how it works. Let's say you're a drug dealer. All right, the cops send you a letter, like you're being suspected of selling drugs. Like, we're being transparent with you, dude. You've been suspected of selling drugs. Come speak to us. If you turn yourself in, you go to jail for a year. If not, if you get caught guilty in a trial, you can go to jail for a long time. It should be something where you're rewarded for turning yourself in. That's what's the problem with police is. That's why there'll be less crime, because if you're honest, you get rewarded. You do like a little bit of jail, and then when you get out, you do a bunch of community service to like rebuild parks, and we use these prisoners as to build shit and to reform them into good citizens. And that's what's gonna make crime go away. But if you tell that to a white person, they're like,
Let's throw a bunch of niggers in jail and murder people. Yeah. Fuck yeah, that's intelligent. That's real intelligence.
that's why I have all these great ideas, but when you're dealing with the white race, it's just like,
No. Fuck that.
it's just you're dealing with stupidity, dude. Like, black people, okay, you can say, oh, black people aren't all that bright, blah blah blah. But when you have a good idea, does a black person automatically shut it down? White people always do that. No, that can't be a good idea because you said it. No, that's how their brains work. It doesn't. This is how the white brain works. It doesn't. Okay, it's narcissism, pride, ego, fucking misogyny. It's all of the fucking vice, defile sins, and a little bit of fucking book knowledge. That's it. It's not nothing special there. Well, we can't fight and we can't jump or run, but our powers in our brains. But what if it's not? What if those guys that can fight and jump and run have brains too? No, the world is black and white. If you're strong, you can't be smart simultaneously because I'm not. So it's not possible. This is how their brains work, and it's white men, dude. They're fucking retarded, dude. Like, white women piss me off here and there, like the Karens, but they're not retarded. Like, a white dude's just like, I'm on top no matter what. I'm gonna trick my brain that I am, and it's just stupid, dude. If black people were talking that shit, I'd put them in their place too. If black people were saying they're the best, they're the greatest, they're this, they're that, I'd be like, no, the fuck you're not. But when you're white, you have all this backing from other white dudes.
Yeah, fuck yeah, his ideas suck. Let's let Jeffrey Epstein get away with it, but his ideas fucking suck. Yeah.
Just pure fucking idiocracy, dude. And then you're gonna get mad because that's what the truth does. It gets you mad. That's what happens. And then you'll be like, well, I'd rather Jeffrey Epstein rape kids than this guy be right.
Yeah, I'd rather him and bunch of millions rape all the babies, and so that black guy be right once. That's how my brain works. Doesn't.
So fucking stupid, dude. It's absolute fucking retardation. Like, there's no other explanation. And I'm not saying, because everything, like, if I have an idea, it gets picked apart with all these scientists and professors. Well, technically speaking, if you had a traffic safety patrol, that could lead to a few more car accidents because that's more people on the road that shouldn't be there. And it's not based in intelligence. It's just narcissistic arguments. You can't be right because that makes me look bad. Women won't find me attractive. I'm not. I'm on top. I'm number one. Look at my bank account. It's all it is. So, but yeah, I'm wrapping this shit up. Trump and Epstein are fucking business partners. They're working with fucking rich oligarchs and fucking black budget CIA jobs. They pretend to be regular millionaires and they're not. They wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the help of financiers that are using black. I'm gonna break it down to you, okay? But I'm the black guy, so remember, I'm wrong because I'm black. I'm not allowed to be right. My skin, okay? But anyways, Trump and Epstein, they got their wealth through financiers that use black budget project money from government human trafficking, money from government human experimentation, drug dealing. They put these money to shell corporations. Then they gave Trump loans with these money, with these human trafficking money, is how Trump got his big loans. So that way the money is laundered. It's laundered into houses. Then someone buys a house and another person buys a house and the house is rented. And that money's fucking just untraceable. So that's what these people have in common, Epstein and Trump. Now, was Trump on Epstein Island? Probably not. And how good of friends were they? Because the mainstream media makes it seem like they were best of buds hanging out every day. But realistically, what if they were hanging out once a month? What if they got together once every few months, but they were good friends? Like when you're an adult, you don't hang out with your boys every day, especially if you're a billionaire. So maybe it was once a week, once a month, you know. They made it seem like they're fucking best friends. And that's what Epstein's family keeps saying. But they might have been two lonely dudes that only had a few real friends. Like they were real friends. Maybe they weren't best friends, but they were probably real friends. Not like acquaintances and shit. But I'm wrapping this shit up.